Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. So this afternoon I'm going to be working on the power line easement. So I am basically preparing the ground where I want the conduit to go, making it nice and level so I have a smooth, level path all the way down from the power pole all the way up to the shop where the transformer is going to get set. And it's really important to get this path level, because if you are sitting on the side of a hill with a backhoe, you're not very stable. Your trench isn't going to be as nice, and it's just more dangerous overall. So getting a nice level path that's a constant fall rate if I can, and nice smooth curves, because I have to wiggle the easement basically and the conduit between a couple stands of trees that I don't want to take down. And you really need the conduit as straight as you can get it so that they can pull it easier, because you have to pull all of the wires through the conduit after it's installed. So to make a nice straight conduit, I'm actually going to have to probably do very large sweeping radii, so that I can basically make as little resistance on the wire pull as possible. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do getting this easement leveled with the cross slope so that we're nice and smooth and can trench efficiently. It's going to be really important. I've already started the process a little bit. Let me show you the whole basically easement that we have to trench with the conduit and all the work I've done so far. So we used to go through this clearing here where this pile's at, and then come down the easement. And I was getting a whole bunch of the brush that we had cut picked up that way. But we have some less than ideal tires on the backhoe, and I got stuck and had to pull myself back up this hill using the backhoe when I was trying to grab this brush pile here. So now that we have this other road cut through here, I should be able to grab all of the tree piles and logs, and we'll just make a nice level easement going straight to the pole there. So yeah, so it has to come up through here. It'll probably go right through the center of this pile here, or at least in the edge of it. Right along through the edge of this clearing here. I want to stay away from this big, beautiful old tree here. So we'll sneak through here. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to squeeze right past these few trees here. We're going to leave them, and if they survive, they survive. If not, they'll be firewood. Then we have to go up this rise here. And then just miss the corner of the bus, and then behind that and behind the shop is where the transformer goes. So we'll have to cut right through our fire pit here. We'll have to squeeze between the shop and the slope here. So we'll be setting the transformer right here at the top of the slope here, and then our panel and meter socket and all that will be right there. And that'll be a nice easy run into the shop through the wall there, and for future stuff with our future house way down the line, way over there on the hill. So that's enough talking about this project. Let's get to work. So I know the camera flattens this all out, but we are dropping quite a bit to get to the pole here. Our first job is going to be to remove all the brush that I have cut down, and then we are going to basically make the path one nice steady grade from in the trees behind you here all the way down to the pole. So the route to the power pole is done. I think, at least for now. I almost got stuck because it's very wet at the very end, kind of in the shadows basically. And I actually at one point had to push myself back out with the bucket because it was just, yeah, as soon as those front tires drop into the mud, it's over when you're on such a steep hill. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. Let me show you it. I think from here where I'm standing to the pole is done. I'll take you down, but I just want to show you how nice and flat I got this road here. I think it turned out really great. The backhoe is surprisingly good at leveling out. But yeah, we come down here, made it wide enough that I can easily lay my, I think my conduit has to come in like through here, down through the center here, and then back up to like the passenger corner of the bucket. So I needed some room to bend the conduit here. This is where I was getting stuck. It's very wet yet. So hopefully now that we have it all stripped, it can dry out a lot faster. But I only need to get within about 10 feet of the pole, so I'll probably start my trench right about here, because that red tape around the pole means this pole has to get replaced. So they're going to replace that pole when they go to run my service in. And they don't want me too close to the pole. They'd rather just dig it in with their little mini. And after they set the pole, because they don't know, they think they can drop it on the same spot, but they don't know for sure. But it'll be nice to have this road in after we're done, because then I can easily get down to here, and I think it's a gentle enough descent down to the next pole that I can take the backhoe down this and make a road out of it. So yeah, that's this section done. I'm glad this is done. This is probably the hardest section that we're going to do today as far as getting it flat. It was the most sketchy because it's clay and very soft. So let me show you the next section we're going to be working on. So the next section will start by Luna there, and I'll have to come and move that dirt pile. So I have to dig this down about 1.5 to 2 feet with the backhoe bucket sitting. Basically make a smooth transition up this hill, and then right through the center of this pile, and then right to the edge of that stand of trees there. So this pile behind me of basically just all clay. There's a few big rocks in it, but mostly clay. We'll end up using that probably up at the top to backfill. So I'm going to grab it, and I'm actually just going to push it up into that approach, or into that little area further. We probably won't need it now that we have the nice road cut in. So it'll be great to store that bedding and be able to use that later for either the electrical run here or for when we do the septic in the future. Okay, I have the area cleaned up here. I stripped some of the topsoil off. I'm going to fill in that little area there with some of the dirt I'm digging out now. And we will probably end up stripping that whole area and pushing the topsoil off to the side of the trail. That way when we're all said and done, I can level everything out and then pull the topsoil back on top of the trail, and then we'll have nice grass whenever we plant it or whatever else we want to put on there. So the elevation that's at the front of the bucket there is probably about where I want my slope to end up at. So I'm going to cut out probably, I want to say 1.5 feet by like the outrigger there, and just kind of bring this down and make a nice smooth transition up to this flatter area. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking right here. So I think I have this area all finalized. I might just smooth out one more time with the backhoe. There's a little bit of a bump at the top. Kind of pack this slope in. So I took all of that material that I piled up here and threw it up on this low spot here. And that's just roughed in right now. I want to make sure I'm not tipped too far downhill. And then I really need to go and take the pole saw and trim up these tree limbs. So I'm not going to stab myself on any of these. So then I'll carry this through, continue stripping the topsoil, smoothing this out. About where that hole is that I threw one scoop in, right here. I'll have to start ramping it back up. Yeah, it's coming along. We're getting really close. Time to trim some trees up. Okay, now that we have everything limbed up, I can finish the grading in this area, and I'll grab this pile, get it out of here. A few more logs to get out, but then it's pretty much just grading it all the way up to the shop. And yeah, I think I can just avoid the bus and the fire pit. I don't think I need to move them right now, but I'll have to move them when we dig the conduit in. But yeah, it's coming along. I'm hoping to get this done yet tonight. Well, the level path is done now. So we have a path starting right here at the transformer pad, going along here, and all the way down the hill. So, pretty excited. I think we'll probably start trenching in the line for the conduit tomorrow. So we've been waiting to get this project started for a long time now. We really want power here, but we just had to make sure it was the right time. We had to make sure we had all the clearing done, and just the timing of things was very important to us. Because we're pretty much into the dry part of the year now, and all the clearing that we did earlier couldn't happen now because we can't really burn as safely as we did a couple weeks ago. So yeah, I can't wait to get the conduit trenched in. That'll be another video. We'll get to try out that 1-foot bucket and see how, yeah, I think it should work well. Path should work well as long as it doesn't rain. So yeah, it's been a long day, but a rewarding day. If you want to support the channel, the best way to do that is just to hit that like button. It really helps us out. Tells YouTube that this content is of value to at least some people. If you want to support us in a more direct way, the best way to do that right now is through our YouTube channel memberships. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later.